Welcome to r/Talesfromtechsupport, where people are too stupid to just turn it off and turn it back on again. This story revolves around a site manager at a smaller site out of town. You know the type that I'm talking about. He's the king of his small hill, and it is critically important that he has the latest and greatest everything, including his iPhone. Now, our company policy is that you can ask to have your company-owned iPhone get replaced every 2 years, but that's not good enough for our king of the small anthill. I need to replace my iPhone. What's wrong with it? Nothing. I just want it replaced with the new model that just came out. I check his recent upgrade date. He just joined the company last year, so of course we got him a brand new one 9 months ago. I'm sorry, we've issued you a new phone 9 months ago and we only upgrade iPhones every 2 years. I'll send you a copy of the policy if you wish to take it up with your boss. So I basically sent him the employee handbook and list the page number and section of the phone policy. This might have been a bad move. Fast forward 2 weeks later. I need to replace my phone and I just opened up a help desk ticket. Manager, we just went over this. We can't replace your phone. You don't understand. It's damaged. I accidentally dropped it. Oh, well, that's different. The policy states that the company will replace an accidentally damaged phone one time for the employee with the regional manager's approval. Yes, and before you ask, I have already talked to the regional manager and he has approved the replacement. I am forwarding you his email. Well now, that was odd of him to give me everything I need, abiding by the very letter of the policy. Awfully suspicious. I document everything. We buy him the new iPhone model. Fast forward about 45 days. I need to replace my phone and I just opened up a help desk ticket. Wait, what? You just got a new phone. Yeah, I know. I was walking through the rain and ran through the rain coming off the building in buckets and got the phone wet. I come to find out for the second breakage of an iPhone, the employee is required to 1. Pay for half of the iPhone replacement cost. That's like $500 out of his own pocket. And 2. Add insurance to their phone that they reimburse the company for every month. In the event of it happening a third time, there will at least be insurance on the phone to handle the issue. He hit the roof when corporate HR called him directly with the news and set up his paycheck withdrawal. That was about 2 years ago, and he's never broken one or asked for a replacement yet. Clearly, this guy read enough of the employee handbook to figure out how to get his first free replacement phone, but didn't bother to read what happened after the second replacement. Our next Reddit post is from Holtenberg. Oh geez, user comes into my office complaining of a real slow machine. Chrome is slow, Word is slow, everything is slow, and the computer is pretty hot. I was finishing up a draft of something real quick, I don't remember what. Could you save and close everything down and restart the computer for me, please? Of course, sure. Not even a minute later, she had closed everything and restarted the machine and hands me the machine. The restart of the machine went surprisingly quick considering that the user was here for a slow machine. The user proceeds to give the machine to me. Did you restart the machine? Yes. I found it odd, so I decided to check the process monitor and oh god. I lost count of how many Chromes I saw, how many winword.exe and everything else I saw. CPU 100%, RAM 100%. Just a curious question, how do you restart the computer normally? I close the lid and open it again and then I come to the login screen. I tried to show her the right way to restart the computer, but it wouldn't even turn off for over 5 minutes. I end up force shutting down the computer, but explained that it's the wrong way to reboot the computer and why I had to do it. During reboot, I get a CPU fan error. The poor guy had worked so hard, it had died. I guess because she'd never rebooted the machine, she'd never gotten the CPU fan error. The user later tells me that she's had this machine 2 years and never intentionally rebooted the machine the way I showed her, only close and open the lid. After a new fan is installed in a fresh installation, I could almost hear the machine thanking me. The computer must have restarted itself at least once, right? Or did she continuously postpone every cry for help? What do you think? Rest in peace, unknown fan. You did your best. Live your best life in the recycling center, heart. That computer is like, please let me die. Our next Reddit post is from Just My Luck. So this was a while back, before Google Fiber. I work at a small tech support firm doing mainly remote assistance. One day, we get a ticket from a lady that said her internet wasn't working. I give her a call. While doing the regular, "This is OP from Tech Company," I pull up our software and it does show that she's offline. I ask her what's going on and she explains that she can't get on the internet at all and she can't figure out why. This conversation ensues. "So, about how long ago did this problem start?" "About 3 days ago?" Me, thinking her router or modem must have been reset somehow. "Do you know if you've had any power outages or power surges lately?" "No, nothing like that." I then spend a few minutes walking her through looking for available networks, but find none. "Okay, go ahead and take a look at your router for me." "What's a router?" Okay, admittedly, I should have expected that and phrased it differently. It would be a little box that has blinking lights on it. The company that you get your internet through might have set it up for you. "Oh, that thing. Yeah, I got rid of that and the other thing it was connected to." Me, not believing anyone was this stupid. "Oh, did you get a new one or replace it?" "No, I just didn't need them anymore." "Why?" "Because I stopped paying the internet company." I sigh. "And about how long ago did you get rid of the boxes?" "About 3 days ago." I then explained to her that she's not going to be able to get any internet if she doesn't pay anyone for internet. She then tried to explain to me that she was getting internet for free through Google. I tried to reason with her that Google doesn't provide internet because at the time they didn't. She insisted that they did and just getting more and more frustrated until she said that she was going to call another company to come look at her computer. She also said that she was going to call us and tell us that we were wrong when they got it working. We never heard from her again. Come on, lady, this is Internet 101. Everyone knows you can't have internet without those blinky books. I work in a moderately sized company where we have both internal employees and contractors at client sites. My job is about what you'd expect. Fix issues as they come in, image and set up machines, and deal with standard BS mixed in. I've been there for a few years now and have some great stories. This one comes from the beginning of the year when a new user thought he could game the system for a better machine. We're about a 50-50 split in PC and MacBooks. The machines that each user gets are very similar in specs. The determination of what machine they get is based on the client and their position. Of course, PC users who don't like PC will do what they can to get a MacBook, only to get denied. We also get MacBook users who want upgrades to a newer system, citing slow systems and needing the latest and greatest to get their work done that magically gets done anyways. That brings us to the user at the center of my story today. This happened just after Apple released the latest MacBook Pros with the atrocious touch bar and butterfly keyboard that I loathe. Naturally, we get a dozen or so requests the next day, all of which are marked with the same response. "Request denied. Your machine is within our lifespan and still under warranty." Both PC and Macs have a 4-year lifespan. When the lifespan expires, we upgrade as inventory allows. Naturally, we get a few users who show up and try to plead their case in person, and I turn them away. Then, I get our specific users who won't take no for an answer. We'll call him Mike. Mike is a diva. Mike will always go to bat for himself, prop himself up, and complain every step of the way. He's a good developer, but he's not as good as he says, according to the guys who work with him. For some reason, Mike looked at that Touch Bar MacBook and determined he had to have it. Mike puts in a ticket like everyone else, going on and on about how the Touch Bar functionality is suddenly vital to his job. Spoiler, it isn't. And he should be able to order one. "Request denied. Your machine is within our lifespan and still under warranty." Copy, paste, close. Mike was in my office within 10 minutes. "OP, why did you reject my ticket?" "Because your machine is only 2 years old. You don't need a new one." "But my machine has been really slow the last month and I think I should get an upgrade." "Where's your ticket for the slow system?" "I'm too busy to deal with your ticketing system." "Then I can't help you if I don't know there's a problem." Mike stormed out of the office after more whining. I wasn't stupid though. He wasn't going to give up. I went ahead and reopened his request ticket and updated it with our conversation in my office. Cover your butts, everyone. A week later, a ticket comes in. MacBook has a broken screen. Yep, it was Mike. Mike included a picture of the broken screen in the ticket to help me out, of course. Sure enough, half the screen was unusable. Before I can even reach out to him, he's in my office with the MacBook. He's doing his best to look upset. "So, how'd it break, Mike?" "I'm not sure. I walked away for a little bit to use the bathroom, came back, and it was broken." "Screens don't just blow up like this, Mike. Something had to have happened." "I don't know what happened, OP." It wasn't my hill to die on just yet, but I told him to give me a bit to see what our AppleCare coverage included. He disappeared as I pulled it up, confirming that we got a discount on accidental damage, but it wasn't fully covered. Just about everything else was. A quick call to Apple Enterprise Support confirmed it wasn't going to be cheap to replace, somewhere around $700 with our discount. I go to my boss and tell him the whole situation. Of course, I can't prove he was the one who broke the screen, and he's going to at least need a loaner before we decide what to do. My boss says, "What do we have in inventory?" We're pretty tight right now, just a couple available. We have a pending quote for a restock with the new models. Do we have any other machines? Before I answered, it dawned on me. We still had older MacBooks. You know, the really fat ones with the disk drive still in them. The ones that, at this point, were about 6 years old and we kept for emergencies. Boss had the same idea and we both shared a laugh. Go get one of the fat Macs, image that, and don't tell him it's just a loaner. Let's let him sweat. Mike came back not long after, and I told him we were still deciding what to do about his machine, but that I would at least get him a loaner for the time being. Mike somehow twisted this around into hearing that he was getting a new machine. Okay, when you order a new one, I need more than 16 gigs of memory. I need 32 gigs and a stronger processor. Oh, and a 1TB SSD. Thanks, OP. Before I could even break the news to him, he was gone. Oh, hell no, you did not just do that. I took great pride in imaging that fat MacBook. I got everything ready for it and messaged him that the loaner was ready for pickup. He came upstairs and almost fainted when he saw his temporary machine. I can't use this. Yes, you can. Log in. This machine is so old. But it has a fresh image on it, so it should run faster than your other machine, right? After going through his setup, he stormed out of the office. It wasn't long before his boss showed up, wanting to know what the hell was going on. After a quick explanation and showing him the broken MacBook, he just sighed and shrugged. He asked if we were going to give him a new machine. I told him he wasn't getting rewarded for breaking a company asset, but I'd get a replacement that matched the one he broke. His boss agreed and let it die. Apple got the repair done pretty fast, and I messaged Mike to come pick it up. He was in my office so fast, ready to throw that fat MacBook out the window. Much to his disappointment and my delight, he saw his old machine ready to go with a brand new screen. But that's my old machine. Yes, Apple got the repair done pretty fast. All your data was saved so you can do a quick swap. But that's not what I requested. And your request was denied. That didn't change. Mike took the machine and left. I wiped the old machine and tucked it away. A couple of weeks later, we got a shipment of the new MacBooks in, but didn't tell anyone about it. Around that time, a ticket came in for new users to join the same team Mike was on. I made sure those new users got 2 shiny new MacBooks because I'm that petty. After they went through their setup, they made their way to the area they worked. A few minutes later, a ticket came in. Yes, it was from Mike. New employees have updated MacBooks on our team. I feel I should have one as well as a senior employee. I shrugged. Request denied. Your machine is within our lifespan and still under warranty. Copy, paste, close. Then, we have a similar story from Super Spud Monkey down in the comments. I had a user who purposely damaged his machine to get a new one. I gave him an older unit. He did the same thing, and I gave him an even older unit. He then asked why he wasn't getting a new unit. My reply, you can't be trusted with a new laptop from your track record of breaking laptops. He stopped breaking laptops after that in fear he would get an older unit. It wasn't that much longer after that his employment was terminated. Our next Reddit post is from the Lightning Count. I got a call from an older user today who just had a complete lack of knowledge with how things worked. This is a short one as I'm just transcribing the call. Hello, this is OP with IT. Hello, my Wi-Fi is low and I was wondering how to fill it up. About 45 seconds of silence. I'm sorry, what do you need assistance with again? My PC says my Wi-Fi is low. Can you refill it? Can you just read the error message off for me? 1 second, let me see if I can... Oh, it says, Citrix has detected low connectivity which can affect your performance. Ah, that means your connection to the internet is either interrupted or of low quality. Yeah, and I'm on that Wi-Fi stuff. If it's low, I should just refill it. Sir, that's not how it works. So, what do I do? Log out of Citrix and then restart your PC. Go to your modem/router and unplug them. Wait 10 seconds and plug them back in. Then, once your network reinitializes, log back into Citrix. And that will work? If that doesn't work, you'll need to call your ISP, your internet service provider, and ask them to refill the Wi-Fi? Yes, ask them and they can let you know what needs to be done. Alright, thanks for the info. I hung up, wondering just how that poor level 1 tech will respond to the question how to refill the Wi-Fi. Alternatively, he could just go to his neighbor's house, knock on the door, and say, "Excuse me, sir, but I seem to be out of Wi-Fi. Could I borrow a fresh cup of Wi-Fi from you?" That was r/Talesfromtechsupport, and if you like this video, then hit that subscribe button because I put out new Reddit videos every single day.